Hey people, got a happy profty here because I've just had some early success for the start of my rut hunting period, and boy, it's been a bit of an interesting one. It's an interesting one because I'm enjoying some nice cool moist weather right now. We've just had a break from the rain, but folks, it's been months without any rain whatsoever. It's been bone dry, and only just in these last couple of days we've had that switch. A bunch of easterlies come in and we've had a good dump of rain all across the central west. Thank goodness for that. It was almost drought conditions for a bit there. Gotta be honest, my early hunting, that was about 4 days of solid hunting over 3 different locations, which were more local locations I was really interested in, came up to absolutely nothing. Zero sign, zero animals seen. And granted, it is a little bit early for, you know, rutting behaviour and hearing roars and things like that. But I thought I was going to see some animals, but I attribute that to the dryness and the lack of feed in the bush. But I tell you what guys, persistence is the key. I encourage you guys to persist. I want to make that a theme of this video. One is taking advantage of weather changes and being there to exploit switches in the weather. The second is just a general patience and persistence. It will get you there, it will get you across the line. It did get me across the line, and you're about to see that in this video. This is the first phase of my rut hunting for this year. I'm just getting started, haven't heard any roars yet. I'm just about to go out for another 7 days to a 5th location. I have this kind of stuff all planned out, the contingencies are ready, but I have saved what I think is going to be the best to last. The second half of this video, I just want to show you how the rut period last year finished. I want to share with you a hunt I had with a mate who had some excellent success. I want to help that be an encouragement towards persistence. If anyone out there is feeling like, I don't know, the enthusiasm is just waning a little bit through some hard slogs, or they've just got a little bit of a doubt in their mind, keep at it people. Good times will be natural. Well, that's the list triple checked. It's happening. 3 text messages this morning from different people. They're all talking about roaring. Keen. First few drops of rain. Really taking the edge off it, which is great. Fair bit of heavy rain to the north. Deal with that heavy rain for the next hour or so whilst I just get camp set up. Got a really rough camp set up. Bit of work to do there. Sort things out. I think I'm in for a wet one. Seriously, like it's that's cool. Alright, time's come, loaded up, ready to rock and roll. There's a light rain, and you know what, that's really good. The whole crunch factor is next to gone. It just makes me feel really good after a good dry patch. Anyway, onwards, forwards, good times. Oh, he was bigger. Oh wow, just not fast. Is it the roar or what? What am I doing? I haven't shot a billion years, but stoked. I'll make a curry with them. Have a look. Well, thanks, mate. Sorry to meet you like this. This is cool. But I'm gonna use my time this morning quite judiciously. Knock legs off them, quickly get them back to camp, and then before it rains, and I know it's moving in the next couple of hours or so, there's a gully that I just wanted to check on the other side. The reason I didn't check it this morning is because the wind was terrible. It was just blasting down. Wouldn't have made much progress. What I've learnt from this is, having seen absolutely zero sign of any animals, let alone goats, no goat sign at all in the last 48 hours, this rain is hopefully stirring up a lot of critters that otherwise weren't living in the bush before this, but normally would normally rut here. I've got to get my mind right back on the red deer again. By going down here and checking this out before the rain will give me a bit of a picture. I'm going to have a lot of time to stew and think about things. I'll have a lot of time to stew him too. Just saying. But it'll also help me decide whether or not this is where I'm going to invest a lot of my focus for this rut. Because you know what? This is like precious time of year. Time is the premium at this time of the year. You expect days to get rained out. You expect ebbs and flows and the natural rhythms. Things change from year to year. Animals shift. They're doing whatever they're doing, and I'm going to get a handle on that. And the reason this gully on the other side has my interest is because it might have been one of the few places that stayed greenish in the last couple of months. Yeah, this big basin here. I've never actually been in there, and I'm not going to go in there just now because I want to just put some sound in, have a sit down and listen, see what happens. There's lots of flats like this, all the S-bends that go up this creek system. And every time I come over a little lip like that, I'm just wondering if I'll see something. Also, it's worth just with a whole bunch of, you know, the blackberry and stuff like that that's in there, the lamandra. There's plenty that could be hiding and just bunkering down. You may have seen me, might be resting, but I don't want to go marching in there without having a good look at the binos first. Finally, what I find. Not that recent, but recent enough. I'm glad to find deer shit. That'll keep me here, even if it is just another couple of days. That's really good. I'm hoping this rain will mask my progress up a bit too. I think she took it. Oh, she's there. She's down. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a leaf. You know how I described before about coming around in each next corner and just double checking? This time I didn't. And I'm halfway in, I look over and there's just the ears just up, and I'm like, oh, I've been sprung. But you know what? I've shot animals here before, and maybe I might have the footage, I don't know, from way back. But that hillside there, I put up pigs down here, and then they come up on that other side there, and boom, gave me a really good shot at them. Boy, it gave me a really good shot at her, because you know what, she was struggling to get up that hill. And you know what, guys, I'm gonna struggle to get up that hill when I carry her up there. She's a big girl. At the end of the day, she doesn't have sticks on her head. Do you know what, I don't give a because I live up to animals, you know. This red in my freezer is the trophy, and the antlers are a beautiful souvenir, an extra. This takes the pressure off. It takes the pressure off big time. Oh, this is just what I needed. I'm stoked. There's a happy profty. It really does take the pressure off. I'm gonna go have a look at her, but she's perched up on a, let me see if I can get the footage on it. There she is, that's her neck over the log, and she's bailed up on the log. Folks, this is a really big hind. Really big hind. I'm so glad I found her. I'm so glad I took the chance of just going hunting in the rain anyway. Because you know what, I got up real close to her before because I was hunting dumb. I told the camera exactly what I was going to do, and then after repeating that method 2 or 3 times, I just sped up because of the rain. Luckily the rain masked my progress, and then I look over, I'm like, I've been sprung. You can see her, just the top of her head and the 2 ears up. And she's come up this hill here, offered me a really good shot, because poor thing, she wanted to get away, but it's really hard to get up here. This is really steep, and this is really wet, and I've got to take that into consideration, because it's actually quite dangerous for me to be up here right now. I know it's going to get dark and I'm on here, I'm going to take a tumble down, I'm going to hurt myself, and I'm just trying to work out the logistics of how I do the carry out, because let me just put it out there, there couldn't be a more valuable critter for me to be carrying out than a red hind at this time of year. Granted, it's been dry, but I can tell that she's in very good condition, because I only started seeing some sign, just put you down, because I only started seeing some sign as I come up on these flats here. Further down there was Jack Hall. I think she's just been localised for a while, because there was just nowhere else you could probably find a feed, and she knew this was comfortable before I've come through and ruined her day. But yeah, going on about it, I tell you what, the meat I've ever taken from red hinds, I've just never ever been in any way disappointed, let alone short of But look, when it comes to meat from red deer hinds, guys, it's just like, honestly, you can say it about a lot of deers. You know, I really like sambar, and I really like red hinds. This time of year when they're in cracky nick, this is the meal ticket. This is the pressure off in a big way for quite some time, and that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted on from earlier on, is just to drop an animal, probably not a small stag, but basically any spikers or hinds were on the menu. Because yeah, I wanted to secure the meat so that the rest of the hunt could be about being selective, but also being on the camera lots, getting a lot of the experience on, because there's been previous years where I've had to forego the filming in order to get the animal. But I've got an animal now, and now I can be a bit more into the filming. Guys, you hunt methodically. You hunt methodically, and those times when you think, I just can't be bothered right now, I'm so glad I was bothered. I'm so glad I was bothered today. Yeah, I haven't heard any roars yet, they'll come in time. But at the end of the day, folks, I'm a hunter, and I've got a freezer full here. I shot a billy earlier today too, and I haven't shot goats in a while. What a blessed day. I feel so grateful. Oh, good times are natural, 100%. So folks, last year, I was lucky enough to take the best deer I've ever taken, and it was just such a peak moment, such a quintessential rut experience, and you know, I was so grateful for it. I've basically been buzzing for an entire year since. you know, I didn't want to stop all that experience just there, and I ended up booking another forest after that and joining some friends, but they were having some red deer hunting, a whole different region, and it was great just to keep the experience going. My mate John had been slogging it out hard. It was about 3.5 days had been out there and putting in some huge miles. His legs were sore, and he wasn't feeling it. I know that because he told me at the time, and we found ourselves perched on this ridge where he had just finished his big morning hunt and I was just having a bit of lunch. And yeah, it was one of the situations, because I was a bit of a buzz and he was just a bit exhausted, where I thought, look man, how about you stick around and let's just go on a hunt this afternoon together. And you know, he agreed, he pushed himself through. Just so keen to share this with you now, guys, because you know, I've just had a similar period where just days and days in different places where the bush is giving me nothing. There's no sign, there's no animals, and it's like, geez, what's going on here? But what kept me persisting to get that hind the other day was just I've been able to anchor myself to my knowledge and understanding of the landscapes that I hunt and red deer behaviour. And you know what? John was able to do this last year and get himself some massive success. I was so pleased to join you for this one, bro. To be perfectly honest, I reckon I enjoyed this just as much as I enjoyed getting my big fella, because I had someone to share it with, someone who shares the passion, and for him to be getting his first red like that, oh man, it was just the best. Here it is, guys. Enjoy this hunt. We just had a real fucking good one. I really want him to do it again so you guys can hear it too. It's the fattest echo. They're going at it hard in there. Probably can't hear from the wind. Down. That's coming from up the gut.
Nah.
That sounded like a deer falling, mate. We'll just give it a few minutes, but all I saw was a rump, and he shot it well behind the shoulder. Just to be safe, he's wanted to let it have a few minutes, but it sounds like it's rolled straight down to the bottom of the creek there. Anyway, we'll count our chickens once they've hatched. That fern down there, that ferny shit. That ferny shit, I think there'd be a good chance.
If he crossed there, I'm guessing that he tried to cross there too.
Yeah.
He's He's in there. He is in there.
Good stag, brother.
Oh, nice.
Bro, you done good. Right in the creek.
Taking a bath. I hit him a bit high.
70 for the fucking
crown.
hand.
He's got a fucking crown.
Dude, he is so even. And man, you know, just like...
Been fighting a bit.
Oh yeah, you can see a bit broken off.
Dude.
I wonder how his neck is.
Dude, see his fucking sick.
Broad daylight. Boy, do we have our work cut out for us. Getting him out, we'll manage it. That's a beautiful thing. Love that thing from here. It's like that. Right in heaven. You got to be happy with that, don't you, brother?
Fucking A. Bloody oath.
Thank you. When in Rome.
It's almost like a whole layer of it.
Yeah, well that's the G-bung that he's been rubbing on. You see that inner G-bung bark just does that straight to him. They just love the texture of it. Is that change anything with that little pressure point? You see where that silver skin just south of just, yeah. That's it.
Down near there.
Funnily enough, that's where we started our hunt yesterday.
What's that?
Before we, oh, just yarn into the camera. No, you're right. Funnily enough, yesterday when we started our hunt, it was just right at the very top of that one up there. And we walked all the way down to him and, yep, so he was in the creek. That's just how it goes. But, oh, going out heavy. We're almost at the crest of this hill up here. Oh. Doing the hard yards, as they say. Very good. Alright, well, signing off for the next 7 days. Look forward to sharing what happens. To be perfectly honest, every moment that I'm not out there, I feel like I'm missing out, so I'm ready to get stuck in. Guys, you know, I don't include all the game butchery and stuff like that in every one of my videos now because I don't want it to get demonetized, but here's a couple of links here that if you want to see how a red hind gets broken down fully into how to get the best meat out of all of that, here's a couple of links from previous videos I've done. I tried to make them as comprehensive and clear as possible, so I hope you enjoy that. And folks, to anyone who's getting ready to get out there this weekend, anyone who's primed for rut hunting, for duck hunting, for pig hunting, whatever you're into, maximum respect to you, and you keep getting your good times natural. Signing out.